Hello folks, we're gonna start this news video off with Russia agreeing with Roblox to unban the app in the nation after they have come to an agreement regarding Roblox promising to comply with Russian regulations and protections for younger users, such as age verification. The statement I read earlier came from Roblox RTC, which broke the news onto Twitter, which in turn got their source from the Moscow Times, which is a local independent newspaper from the nation, which has stated that the company implemented a range of child protection measures, which, are debatable whether they work or not, but they added them nevertheless. And just to throw this information out there, the nation banned Roblox back in December of last year after child safety concerns, among other things. To throw a fun fact out there before we move on, from this article at least, Roblox was the most downloaded mobile game in 2023 in Russia. So that's something to take note of, considering Russia's like one of the largest nations regarding population and size. And Roblox Tracker has said the day before that the Ministry of Digital Development and Mass Media has officially requested law enforcement to lift restrictions following its successful talks with Roblox. And they've agreed to implement all of these age segregation features and age verification stuff. So yeah, who knows? Age verification is not gonna easily go away, even though we will hate it for how privacy invasive and inaccurate it is. It definitely was inaccurate when it first rolled out, but now, who knows if safety has improved overall, but there hasn't been as many lawsuits. I honestly would like to know when Roblox will actually improve their moderation system. Not their safety overall, but their actual moderation system. Because clearly it's far from perfect, honestly. Especially considering seeing people that got banned days or even weeks, months ago over something they didn't do. And don't get me started why public UGC is one of the biggest mistakes of 2024 and maybe all of Roblox history itself. And folks, we got ourselves something interesting here. A law firm on behalf of investors of Roblox has basically sued Roblox. And yeah, it's a class action lawsuit too, by the way. It says, if you wish to serve as the lead plaintiff, you must move to court no later than August 7th. According to this, I don't know what that's about. But if you purchased Roblox common stock, you can join the class action anywhere between October 30th of last year to April 30th of this year. And the complaint states that Roblox provide overwhelmingly positive statements while at the same time disseminating materially false and misleading statements, and are concealing material adverse facts concerning the true state of Roblox's growth potential. I mean, holy crap. That's basically saying Roblox is faking their stuff, or is outright ignoring it. Which, again, is quite wild, because we've seen that Roblox has a tendency to either make stuff up or just straight up pretend it never happens. One example is the makeup update, where they put out random stats favoring makeup, and the interesting part is, it's from a survey we didn't even know existed. We also see a loss in daily active users, hours engagement, and the payer community amount, and then we wonder why Roblox is making desperate updates. This is all why, by the way. Knowing it's a little too early to know the effects of the class action lawsuit from the investors against Roblox, it will be a huge reckoning, because it will show that Roblox not only doesn't give a crap about the community, but it barely gives a crap about the investors, and all they want from them is money, while also happening not to tell the truth about what they really are as a company. And folks, we got arguably one of the most useless updates of the year that just came out on Wednesday, June 10th, that has to do with user IDs once again, and it has a whole new user ID system, kind of, because they'll have something called Scoped User IDs. where instead of having global IDs, which everyone is assigned their user ID based on when they join, they're going to be given a random string of numbers where they are called Scoped IDs. And they only apply to how they operate within games and authenticators. This is going to affect game moderation and how you progress in the game, unless they somehow make it possible to store usernames and all that other stuff. But again, this update came out of thin air, nowhere, and the dev forum post about it makes absolutely no sense at all practically, saying how our goal is for players to enjoy Roblox with greater privacy controls when you use Persona, which has its front-end leak, which tracks up to 269 different characteristics, is quite ironic, but we are not going to go there this video. Absolutely not. But yeah, it says every user has a global ID that is tied essentially to them, that is used in games, APIs, and the website, which apparently it's meant that you can be followed with IDs, which I don't know. It's like the only people who might be followed everywhere is for those who have major ID snipes or have low ID numbers. I think that's it. And that's like so rare, you wouldn't even see it unless you're looking for it. But this whole opt-in thing is going to start next month, and the broader rollout is going to start in October, which is where we need to pay attention. Like they said, it's going to affect third-party tools and services, such as, Easy, which Ruben Sim has came out and made a post about, saying, I've spent the past 2 years building a team dedicated to identifying predators and groomers on the platform. We found over 500,000 and counting. This change prevents developers from banning them and their games. It changes how people are tracked. This update will break cross-game data stores, including ban lists. Safety systems like Easy identify accounts for user IDs. If that ID isn't consistent, the system can't identify them. And yeah, this is a major concern, safety-wise, which is insane. I don't get the privacy argument. And it's totally a coincidence that Ruben Sim streams and the next day Roblox announced this update. Totally coincidence, by the way. That's all I am saying. And the replies are just even crazier. You're hiding player user IDs in the name of privacy while demanding all of us to show our face and address to who knows who. Make it make sense. This will probably break user ID key data stores. Yeah, basically it's going to break moderation systems that rely on user IDs, which is basically quite a bit of them, including the Easy and Road Tester systems that I'm aware of. Okay, horrendous avatars in this video aside, Roblox has announced that they released free summer-themed items that will be on sale for the next couple days. And it is Pool Party Tentacles, Bloxy Cola Jetpack, and the Epic Summer Duck, which is out until, let me see, yeah, there we go. It's available until June 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is basically 1 p.m. in New York City. And here's the prices for you. 5,000 Robux for the Jetpack. Absolutely horrendous decision there. I mean, that looks like it could be 500 Robux. Or even less. Pool Party Mr. Tentacles being 9,001 Robux? I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I feel like all of the tentacle items are either 9,000 Robux or close to it, so. And the Summer Duck being 1,337 Robux, it's not the worst thing they've done. And, all these are decent-looking items at least. Like, the worst thing is decent-looking. Pool Party Mr. Tentacles has a beach style to it. Summer Duck, it has particles with the bubbles. And we got people pointing out that it looks like Perry the Platypus, which is a very reasonable comparison because, the same color of the skin and the beak is the same color, the same, color coordination. And then the jetpack has, the fire effect, which is not very surprising. These things will be on sale until June 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. But that'll be all I have for this video, and if you guys like it, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn your notification on to stay notified for the next video. And I will see you guys in the next one.